Hi, so leading on from our post about men's health this week, we are going to be talking today a little bit more about how men can improve the quality of their sperm. I do hear a lot of women talking about the changes that they've made to their kind of diet and lifestyle to improve their egg quality, and men are often left out of that conversation. But it's equally as important for you to focus on your sperm's health, especially if you have been trying to conceive for some time, you are age 45 or over, you have had a fertility test done or a semen analysis done and the parameters are outside of the normal range, or you're preparing for fertility treatment, or maybe your partner's suffered early miscarriages. So my top 5 tips for sperm health. Tip number 1, take care of your testicles and empty them regularly. So the reason testicles are on the outside of the body is to keep them 2 to 3 degrees cooler than normal body temperature. This is really beneficial for sperm production. If they get over warm, this can impact sperm production and you don't want that to happen. So things such as hot baths, sauna, bike riding, especially at a competitive or professional level, sitting on them all day, so if you work in an office and you're not getting up and walking around, and wearing really tight underwear can inhibit sperm production. And also around the time that you're trying to conceive, or in the week or so leading up to fertility treatment, ejaculate every 2 to 3 days. The more frequently you ejaculate, the better the quality of the sperm. So it's a bit of a myth that leaving it there for a long time improves its quality, because it doesn't. Tip number 2 is very obvious, but it's to maintain a healthy diet. And that involves cutting a lot of processed foods because they don't contain much nutritional value, making sure you have a healthy, balanced diet, and eat foods that are rich in antioxidants, because this can help improve DNA fragmentation or oxidative stress in sperm. So those would include things like berries like strawberries, blueberries, nuts, pulses, green leafy vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower, and just make sure that you're having a really well-rounded, balanced diet. Tip number 3, make lifestyle changes. So the first one of those would be smoking. Just stop smoking if you're trying to conceive. There is no benefit in smoking to any of your organ function, and in particular fertility is affected by smoking. So if you can stop, it's best to do that as soon as possible. The second area that I would recommend changing is alcohol consumption. Now, drinking in moderation, a couple of units here and there doesn't have a big impact, but binge drinking on a Friday or Saturday night has been found to have a negative impact on both female and male fertility. So I would recommend reducing that down. If you're going for fertility treatment, I would recommend stopping drinking 2 to 3 months before the cycle if you can. Tip number 4 is vitamins and supplements. So make sure that you're taking something that is specific to men's health or men's preconception. Now, this is no substitute for a healthy diet, but vitamins and supplements have been found to have a really beneficial impact on overall sperm health. Tip number 5 is exercise and sleep. So exercise overall is beneficial for your overall health, but not just your physical well-being. It's actually really beneficial for your mental health and your psychological well-being. Sleep has been associated with positive fertility as well. So getting 7 to 8 hours sleep a night is really good for sperm health and your overall health and well-being. And finally, remember that it takes 2 to 3 months to create new sperm. So any changes you make will take 2 to 3 months before there's any difference. Especially if you're leading up to fertility treatment, you need to make these changes in advance. But if you're generally just trying to conceive, then the changes you make now will have a big difference in a couple of months' time. Please like, share and follow us for more information and education about trying to conceive, fertility and fertility treatments.